does, yeah. And the
Hi.
nose.
Screw our neighbors. Undisputed Chaos has a bunch of different cranberry
This
pears.
cranberry sauce does not want to come out on this one. It was just like, nope.
And that's going to be the best one, too.
Oh, that's how you sleep on the couch.
I survived a
I'm joking
Mario
about
Party
it.
game with savagery. Hey, there we go.
I
So,
don't know who I was madder at. You or
That looks
freaking
like
Mycroft.
beets.
Mycroft was more devious. But
Mycroft was
all right, so what we got
What
here?
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He took my boob out. Fucker.
Oh,
Motherfucking fucker, fucking
You're
fucker,
gonna make me
fucker.
do a lot of bleeping of your crass mouth. So this is the Jellied cranberry sauce brought to us from Ocean Spray
There are
with
exactly 4 spoons, so.
with a bad can, apparently.
No. Okay, so.
I guess my hand will just levitate over to the spoon.
It's Jellied cranberry sauce. One of the things that has always astounded me about Ocean Spray, I'm not sure how this happens, is they always, every year, there's a bazillion cans that are upside down. Well, so, there you go.
So what is all this? So that's like the
Okay, so
one
this is
that
the
I
Jellied
know the
cranberry spray from
Ocean.
Ocean Spray. This is my homemade cranberry sauce. It is literally cranberries, walnuts, sugar, and in this case brown sugar and applesauce or apple cider. And then this is my mom's cranberry compote that she makes every year, and there's apples and pears and a bunch of other different things in there. So this is 3 different styles, if you will, of cranberry
Which
sauce.
one's mine? This, I guess.
I'm kind of team grandma.
There's something to be said for each of these options. I love to get like sliced turkey.
That one's really tart. Your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love tart.
I love to get sliced turkey. Those actually came out thicker than I usually do it.
Sliced turkey dipped into that would be.
I love to
Pretty
get sliced
stellar.
turkey.
I think I've tried this before with you doing it.
Mm-hmm. Spread this on a sandwich.
That one's a little bit sweeter than your mother.
Mm-hmm. Spread this on a sandwich, sliced turkey, and take that to like work or something. I'm having the I can't taste anything problem right now. I can taste the tartness, but I'm not getting a lot of anything else.
What's in your mom's? Like, gotta taste a little bit of pecan, or had that texture.
I'm not sure what this one has in it. She does like a fruit compote usually.
Maybe before I post this, you can get the recipe.
Find out what
from
she
it.
actually put in it this year.
Yeah.
So what my mom usually does is whatever kind of fruits she has around. They have a really amazing orchard in Swanton, Ohio. Shout out to Johnston's fruit farm in Swanton, Ohio. And she generally has different fruits from there. And so there's usually definitely apple. Sometimes there's some pears in there. They have, I can't remember what the apple type is called, but it's like a pear apple that she'll put in there. And then of course the cranberries, and then they all kind of come together and make basically a fruit compote. So she eats it with a spoon, which I do too. I love her fruit compote. This time I do know she put some dried cherries in there, which is probably why it's a little tartar than.
I think I got a bite that had those in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some dried metamorphosis cherries in there, so that adds to that. And then this, of course, is very sweet. You're gonna get that incredibly sweet ness.
I don't like that there's no texture to the cranberry jelly. That's my one knock on it. Is when I'm eating cranberry sauce, I like at least a little texture.
This is like
Eating cranberry jello?
So here's where I stand on this. I love these, okay? I mean, my mom and I have made these now for years and years. I'll eat them with a spoon. I'll eat them on sandwiches. Like I said, I love a good turkey sandwich with good bread and this spread on here. My mom's, I love to eat her compote with a spoon. But my grandmother and I used to sit side by side at dinner when I was a kid. And I'm going to try not to cry because I miss her very much. And she and I would put the cranberry sauce between us. And we would down a whole can of cranberry sauce at turkey dinner because nobody else liked it. Mom would make the good stuff. But Grandma and I, we liked this congealed mess.
I'm not knocking the congealed cranberry sauce.
And Grandma said, he used to tell me that this was one of her, because my grandmother was a gourmet chef and she was fantastic at it.
This is one of the things.
This is one of those things that she was like, I have a weakness for canned cranberry, and she and I used to eat it.
Now,
So
for me, this may be the first time I've ever eaten this, not at one of my like family dinners, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. So I don't. To me, these are more like I would prefer them dips or spread on bread, because eating them spoonfuls is a little bit much for me. Especially this one that's really tart.
it is really tart.
This would be great on toast. I'd love my turkey dipped in this, because that would be good. This, I can eat it in small doses. I wouldn't want to like down the whole can, but when I'm eating it, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was gonna say I like yours the best. I think that's gonna be a 10 for me. This gets a 7 just out of nostalgia because this is all we had as kids.
I think we all have some nostalgia for this because that's how I ate it.
I do
was like
feel
at my
like,
family.
taste-wise, I would not say this is the highest, but there's definitely the nostalgia, the sitting next to Grandma.
And I can actually fork that one and eat it straight up.
Actually, for me, there is no nostalgia because I grew up on Mom's.
Yeah.
I grew up completely on Mom's and never had the jellied cranberry sauce until after I met you and you brought me to Linda and Andy's. So I'm not knocking the gelled stuff at all. Like, it's probably just as good. I don't like that there's no texture because I've always been used to the texture.
Yeah. Because
So
by
that's
the time you kids came along, Mom and I were had discovered how easy it was to make the regular cranberry, the good cranberry
that's
sauce.
the only reason I'd knock the gelled stuff at all is I want some texture.
So I think that this jellied cranberry sauce is where I learned, was one of my early lessons from my grandmother. One of the things that she always said was, a real cook understands that there are certain things that you're willing to give up so that when you're making that big meal, right, you have the whole meal on the table. And for her, one of the things that she gave up a burner for, so she had burners for other things, was she didn't make make the cranberry sauce. She bought it in a can because she liked it. And I do that with some other things too. Matt and I've talked before about how I don't do homemade stuffing. I think I can get it. And
for me, when you got like turkey and stuffing and dumplings, you just take a small spoonful of that and you got something a little sweet, and it suits that purpose.
I love to put this on a turkey, like on the turkey. Mm-hmm. If you watch me eat Thanksgiving dinner at his parents' house, which his mom makes, shout out to his mom. I have never, ever, even from my grandmother, who was a gourmet cook, had better turkey than his mother makes.
She nails it
she
every time.
Nails turkey every single time. It is every time juicy, every time delicious.
Personally for me, this might cause some drama, but yours is more moist and hers is a little drier.
Really? Because I can't.
From what I've had, from the way you do it, it ends up more moist, and hers ends up more dry.
The first bite of Linda's for me is always such a moist, and it stays moist. Mine don't stay moist. Hers, she makes a perfect turkey in my opinion. I love your mom's turkey. I just find it really good. You're allowed your opinion, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And I mess around.
I like them both for different reasons.
And I mess around with turkey. I will be like, you know what? I've never made a turkey this way. So last year we stuck it in a bath of, what did we do? We brined it. We put it in a bath of salt, remember? For like 4 days or something, and then cooked it. I mean, we'll mess around with it, put different rubs and things on it.
I wonder what would happen if you prepared it like a beer butt chicken.
I don't know how you would do that. Anyway, but the point is that his mom makes excellent turkey, and I really like to put this stuff on his mom's turkey.
So for the different reasons, I'm going 7s across the board. I like these as like preserves, put on toast, spread them out. I like that straight up if I got the other things to play off of. I'm sitting here, I have this flavor in my mouth, and I'm like, where's the turkey? Where's the stuffing? Where's the other things that I want with this now? Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I guess Ocean Spray does it as well. They're probably all about the same.
They are all about the same.
I'd knock like maybe a half point for that lack of texture, but otherwise everything would... If this had texture, I'd give it like a solid 9. It's across the board, but...
That's it.
Okay, well, I love mine.
All right.
My mom's wins. She just does a really excellent fruit compote that I really love. But hers is also not a true cranberry sauce. It is a fruit compote. So
yeah, it's good. This gets a 7 for me out of nostalgia. That gets a 10. I love the homemade.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that
stuff. But I grew up with this. That's why it's getting so high on the score. And that, so as a cranberry sauce, I'd give it a 5. But as it is, as the way it is, that's like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, she makes an excellent.
And we'll put the recipes in the description if I can acquire them.
Assuming it's not like a secret recipe.
I doubt it.
Definitely not a secret.
Grandma is not the type to have secret recipes.
All right, well, like, subscribe, and tell us about your cranberry sauce and stories. Thanks for watching.
Bye.